Hi there YouTube, this is Daniel back at Daniel's Comics with another single issue book haul. As you can see, I've received a few more of these gold foil variants of the Image #1s. Redneck, I have a black and white and silver variant as well from before, and then we have the Youngblood one with the relaunch happening last year. And this fall they came out with a Kingsman series, a new miniseries by Rob Williams and Simon Fraser. And then I have one of my favorite series from last year, Extremity, with a gold foil variant as well. These are really nice. I'm happy to have them. It's something that I've recently started collecting, if you have seen some of my earlier videos. So yeah, but that's not what I'm here to show you. I'm here to show you some of my single issues that I picked up through February. So first off we have Exo Manowar issue 12 by Matt Kindt and drawn by Ryan Bodenheim. The artwork and the coloring is vastly different from what's been going on in the first 4 arcs. It took me a bit to get used to the different style, but it works. And the coloring really is more bright than it used to be. The only thing that I have as a complaint about this arc so far is that the bounty hunters are a bit dull, and they kind of look a lot like Star Wars characters somehow. But yeah, it's an enjoyable issue. He confronts the people who betrayed him throughout this issue, and I think this arc is gonna get a conclusion within the next or 1 or 2 issues. So I think we are gonna see Ark going back to Earth after this. And then we have Ninjak, issue 4 by Christos Gage and art by Juan Jose Rip, replacing Thomas Giorello on art in this issue. To be honest, I really like the art from Juan Jose. And this one, he tracks down a female ninja agent who was active in the 70s, I think. To be honest, I really like this series. This is a lot of fun, a lot of action, and a lot of sneaking around, but not sneaky, too sneaky, if you know what I mean. But it's a very enjoyable series, and it's really interesting to see what they do with this, with the ninja files and everything. And then we have Bloodshot, the start of a new arc, I think, with Jeff Lemire, and on art we have Renato Guedes taking over from the 2-man team from before. The art is just, wow, stunning. It looks painted and watercolored. It looks just stunning. And the story is really interesting as well, with the small child fathered by Bloodshot and magic. It's just really great art to look at, and the story is captivating. I want to know more about these other Bloodshot agents that's running around in the now, with him and everyone else. And in the next issue it's gonna take place in pitch black, which I find interesting. I think Jeff Lemire is doing the art for that, yeah, I'm a bit apprehensive about that one, but it's gonna be interesting to see how he pulls it off. And now we get to Marvel, the Marvel stack of books, and we have She-Hulk by Tamaki and Lindsay, This is issue 162 in the legacy numbering. It's one more issue to go after this one. And this one basically takes place in Jen Walker's head. She has to confront herself basically and her fears about turning into the Hulk. You can say what you want about the writing at times, but it's been a fun read so far. I'm sad to see it go, but here it's going to come back after the summer or during the summer with a new number one, as usual with Marvel. I'm not gonna pick that one up. I gave it a shot, and if they had kept going, I would have kept going. But yeah, and then we have Hawkeye issue 15. One more issue to go after this one. It's been fun. The team up between the two Hawkeyes, taking on Madame Mask and her minions. The artwork is a lot of fun. Dialogue is a lot of fun. So I've been enjoying it, and it's gonna be sad to see it go. And then we have the Punisher the Platoon, a miniseries by Anderson Parlov. If they do another miniseries following this one up, or doing something with the Punisher, I'm definitely going to read that one as well. This has been a really interesting follow-up to Punisher Born, or prequel to that one. This has been really well planned miniseries. The artwork has been just really working for the series. I know there's gonna be a trade paperback coming out soon, so if you've been on the fence about this, you probably should get that trade. I think anyone who reads it's gonna be interested. If you're into war movies and stuff like that, then you're probably gonna enjoy this a lot. And then we have The Defenders issue 10 by Brian Michael Bendis and what's his name? Juan Marquez? No, not Juan. David Marquez. This is the final issue of the series since Brian Michael Bendis is leaving Marvel. I guess that they decided to end the series instead of letting another creative team get on there. I found it really good. I liked the sort of monologue the Hood had telling the Kingpin or Mr. Fisk his plans, and him knowing that he couldn't do anything about it, basically, as the mayor. And then we have, I guess, what's gonna be coming out next, Heroes for Hire, with Iron Fist and Luke Cage. Yeah, it's been really fun to read. I love the artwork, and yeah, it was a lot of fun to read the dialogue. And then we have a few more issues until the iconic number 600, and after that I think Brian Michael Bendis is leaving Ironman and all of his Marvel titles. So we have a double art team up here with Stefano Caselli on art and Alex Maleev on art as well. I really enjoy this art style. I am sad to see this go away as well. Maybe Alex Maleev is staying to do the art for Dan Slott, who's taking over. You never know. But I have decided to cancel my subscription to this at issue 600. And then we get to the image pile. Here is Royal City by Jeff Lemire on art and words. This concludes the second arc. It's a very sort of intimate slice of life tale of this family dealing with the loss of a brother, son, and stuff. And this arc has been going on or taking place during the week before Tommy's death. And then we have Kill or Be Killed, issue number 16, and this series just keeps getting better and better. And I won't spoil the ending here, but since Dylan has been institutionalized at a mental institution, he's been seeing that there is what he called a copycat going around out there, killing people, but to him he's doing it all wrong, and he is getting heavily medicated and kinda phases out sometimes, but he still hears certain dialogue and stuff. But yeah, it's a very well written series. The artwork is just phenomenal, and he's being confronted about the demon he's been seeing, and his family's visiting, and yeah, it's just a great series. Can't wait until they release a hardcover so I can reread it. And then we have Extremity issue number 11. This one has been one of the great series of 2017. I've truly enjoyed it. It's written and drawn by Dan Warren Johnson, and it's just a really epic fantasy sci-fi tale. It's gonna end with the next issue. I think they're extending that issue, or maybe I misread that, but it's basically the outcasts gearing up to try and defend all the tribes against this Shiloh monstrosity going to attack. And yeah, it's just epic action, really great, and truly enjoyed every issue of it. And then we have Grass Kings from Boom Studios, issue number 12. It dives a bit deeper into the mystery of this supposed serial killer and the history of the serial killer hunting by the nearby sheriff's department, and how history kind of starts to repeat itself. And yeah, I honestly am really intrigued by the story. I hear it's gonna be 18 issues and then it's done. Maybe they might extend it with another arc if they find a interesting story to tell. But I'm fine with it being 18 issues. But yeah, it's just a great story, great artwork, to me at least. And then we have Gravediggers Reunion by Wes Craig and Toby Cypress. The artwork is not for everyone, but I enjoy it. And we always start off with Wes Craig doing a couple of pages of artwork with something going on way before civilization, basically. And I truly want to know more about this. And then we go into the present day of the story with this witch coven going to see the ghost storm, as it's called, and the Gravediggers Union trying to figure out what's going on with this organization here. It's just a trippy story, really fun. And then we have issue 8 of Black Monday Murders. This has been delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed, and I don't know why, but finally it got here, and we get to follow up some of the things that was set up with the last issue, issue 7, in I think it was October or November, or maybe August. So it's been a while since I read it, and yeah, it's interesting to see what they do and how it ends. It kind of leaves. It's a bit of an open ending, and I hope they continue this with another arc to expand on that and to kind of give us more of a closure. And then we get to the DC pile, and first off we have Batwoman issue 12 by Marguerite Bennett and Scott Godlewski on art. We finally get the secret of the lost year, sort of, and we get basically through flashbacks when she's flying from the desert of Sahara or Egypt up to Brussels in Belgium. We get flashbacks to her time at the island and the reasons why she left in the first place. The artwork really is great, and I would like to see more of it, but I know that Fernando Blanco is going to get back on art with the next arc, which is fine by me. I really enjoyed his art, and I enjoyed the series. And then we have a new series, The Terrifics by Jeff Lemire and Ivan Reis, with Joe Prado as well on art. I really found this fun, and the cover kind of folds out like this with a lot of artwork inside. I would probably not cut it out to get a poster, but this really sets up new story with them traveling through the dark multiverse, I think, and the artwork is just very cosmic and fun. And I can get the feeling that Jeff Lemire really wanted to make a Fantastic Four type story. And yeah, look at the artwork, it's just phenomenal. I get the feeling it's gonna be a lot of fun, and they're gonna encounter a lot of weird and fun obstacles along the way. And then we have Batman White Knight issue number 5. Still, really enjoyed the series, and we have Harley Quinn training Jack Napier to be able to fight the Batman, I guess. Honestly, it's just a great looking series. And then we have Neo Joker trying to find out why, or doing something, trying to take control over the villains that Jack Napier started out controlling. So at the end of this, Neo Joker and the Mad Hatter find the secret that the Wayne family and the Freeze Freeze family had been working on way back in early days of Gotham. And then we have Batman issue 40. We have the conclusion to this Eternal Warrior arc with art by Joel Jones. Honestly, really enjoyed this issue and this mini arc, 2-issue arc. I hope to see more of it, more of Jones' art. Really enjoy how she draws Wonder Woman and Catwoman. And then we have the start of the new arc. I enjoyed this. It's written by Tom King as usual and drawn by Klaus Janin, I think his name is. Michael Janin. That's his name. Where Poison Ivy is basically taking control over the Earth through the Green. It's gonna be an interesting arc, I can tell. At least that's what I hope for. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun ride, I think. Great artwork as usual. And then we have Batman Detective Comics 974 with Tinian IV and Briones on art. And this one we get the fallout from the decision made by Batwoman. And basically Batman confronts Batwoman about what's happened, and basically sort of gets kicked off the team. And I find this really really intriguing, how this little mod splash kind of resembles the whole smiley button, the button from The Watchmen, as you can see. It's just fun, a really great series, Batman Detective Comics. And I hear Tynion the Fourth is leaving after issue 981, I think. And then we have Batman Detective Comics 975, and we have this start of a new arc, I think, or maybe this issue and a couple of more are just interlude issues. But yeah, it's basically the Bat family discussing what they think should be done with Batwoman and Kate Kane. And you get some backstory, and you kind of get why Batwoman has the mindset she has, and the differences between her and Bruce. You kind of get more of a gray area with Batwoman. You have the more black and white view of things with Bruce. It's interesting, and you kind of see it was really interesting to see Batgirl confronting Batman in the way that she did in this issue. And then we have the Flash, the Perfect Storm arc with issue 40, continuing after the annual, and yeah, found it fun. I think the Flash series is getting back to being great again. It's been good, but it's getting back to being great like they did with the first 12 or so issues. And then we have Flash 41, continuing the Perfect Storm arc with Barry Allen not having his powers. And yeah, I enjoy it. The art works well. We have the Flash from China, I guess, with Avery joining the team in Central City. And still Barry Allen doesn't really trust other people to help him. He kind of shuns them or try to get him away from trouble, I guess. Well, it's enjoyable and I really like it. And then we have Swamp Thing, the Winter Special. I haven't read it yet. It's a two-part story with King and Fabok on the first story, and then Len Wein and Kelly Jones on the second arc. I've flipped through it and it looks really enjoyable. So, thank you guys for watching me ramble on about these 20 or so issues of single issues. Hopefully you found some of these intriguing and maybe you want to try them out yourself, or read them in trade, or however you decide to read them. If you found these sort of small reviews or summaries helpful, just let me know in the comment section. Until next time, see you around. Bye bye. Happy reading.